Bollywood is a place of dreams where literally everything is possible. From the dawn of Indian cinema, many great cinematic gems have been produced.
तब किसी की आंखों में झीलों की गहराइयां दिखाई देने लगती और उनमें डूब-डूब जाने को जी चाहता हूं।
Some of these gems are all-time favorite by the public and critics. But when it comes to choosing the best of all time, it is really hard to pick from these spectacular films. Even so, the film gossips have chosen the top 5 Bollywood films which is considered as the best of all times. So be ready because this list is comprised of some heavy names. At number 5 we got Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge.
तुझे देखा तो ये जाना सनम.
Made under the direction of Aditya Chopra, this romantic comedy film is the best of its kind. Released in 1995, this movie made Shah Rukh Khan the king of Bollywood. Written by Javed Siddiqui, its story revolves around two lovers, Raj and Simran. Eager to win their father's heart, Raj goes through some extreme measures to marry his sweetheart. Although it is a typical love story of the subcontinent where a family's permission matters a lot, but the way it is made is just phenomenal. It stars Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol in the lead roles of Raj and Simran. Apart from them, Amrish Puri and Anupam Kher, along with others, are in supporting roles. It became an instant hit upon its release and broke all records on box office. It became the highest earning film of its year and won 10 Filmfare Awards. Its story, theme, and concept emphasize on family, traditions, and way of following one's own heart. It is the only film in the Indian film industry which is still running in the theatre since its release.
बैठे-बैठे बोर हो गई थी उसकी बातें सुनकर. मुझे अकेली देखकर फ्लर्ट करने लगा.
फिर देखते ही देखते वो मेरे करीब आ गई. मुझे तुमसे प्यार हो गया है.
At number 4, we got Lagan.
We also understand that if you lose, you will cancel their taxes for the next 3 years.
Which they will. They will have to pay the Queen 3 times the tax.
Bollywood actor Amir Khan is also known for his perfection in cinematic art. He is the only actor who demands perfection in the acting, direction, and story of his films. If you still don't believe it, then watch this epic sports film. Released in 2001, it is directed by Ashutosh Gowarikar and produced by Amir Khan himself. Set in British Raj, this film tells the story of a village whose inhabitants face a difficult situation. They are offered a chance to avoid tax if they defeat English army officers in a cricket match. It stars Amir Khan, Gracie Singh, and Rachel Sholay in leading roles. It was widely praised for its story, direction, and cinematography. Critics from all over the world considered this film the best one from Bollywood. Lagan is the third film that was nominated for an Oscar in the category of Best Foreign Language Film in 2002. Apart from that, it won 8 Filmfare and 8 National Film Awards. Many magazines ranked this movie in the top 10 Indian films ever made.
I want you to tell them that I would like to help them learn the game.
Yes, Pimps.
At number 3, we got Sholay.
कितने आदमी थे? सरदार, 2 आदमी थे.
दोनों के दोनों पक्के बदमाश. 1 नंबर के चोर, छठे हुए गुंडे हैं.
Being an iconic movie in Indian cinema history, this action-adventure film is an all-time favorite of many people. For the past 46 years, Sholay film has made its mark in the history of Bollywood. Released in 1975, Sholay was severely criticized by critics, but after some time, it became the most popular film of that decade. Written by legendary duo Salim Javed, its direction was given by Ramesh Sippy. Its plot is based on 2 criminals who were hired to capture a ruthless dacoit. Having some big names like Amitabh Bachchan, Dharmendra, and Hema Malini in lead roles, it is the first blockbuster film of the action genre. It generated more than 350 million rupees in profit with a production budget of only 30 million. It was the first ever Indian film in which many genres were mixed. For its script, dialogues, and action sequence, it gained widespread acclaim from all over the world. Many critics give credit to this film for bringing diversity to Indian cinema.
मुझे तो सब पुलिस वालों की सूरतें एक जैसी लगती हैं। कोई पुरानी दुश्मनी?
ये पूछना तुम्हारा काम नहीं। लोहा गर्म है, मार दो हथौड़ा।
At number 2, we got Mughal-e-Azam.
अगर तुम्हारी आरज़ू एक कमीज है तो सारी जिंदगी इसी तरह जब्त करना होगा। मान सिंह यलगार हो।
Whenever there is a list of top Bollywood movies, it's impossible to leave behind this great film. Released in 1960, this epic historical drama film was way ahead of its time. Based on a novel, its story follows the love affair of Prince Salim and Anarkali. This tragedy love story film has always been one of the greatest films in the subcontinent. Dilip Kumar, Madhubala, and Prithviraj Kapoor can be seen in pivotal roles. At the time of its release, it was the most expensive film of that time. Its production set, music score, and costumes used in it were praised by critics and the public. It was truly a milestone in the Indian film industry that changed the course of production and filmmaking.
हम एक लाडली बेटे के शफीक बाप जरूर हैं, मगर हम शहंशाह के फर्ज को नजरअंदाज नहीं कर सकते। हिंदुस्तान की तकदीर नहीं बदल सकते।
At number 1, we got Mother India. The number 1 entry in today's countdown is this classical gem of Bollywood. Written and directed by Mehboob Khan, it features Nargis, Sunil Dutt, and Rajendra Kumar in prominent roles. The story of this film revolves around a village woman, Radha. It shows the hardships and self-sacrifice of Radha, who struggles to raise her children in absence of her husband. Upon its release in 1957, Mother India was popular among the public and critics as well. This movie represents the moral values, culture, and selfless love of an Indian mother. The themes of nationalism and patriotism are embedded in its story. Moreover, it was the first Indian film that was nominated for an Oscar in 1958. Its direction, theme, and cinematography were praised in Western media. No doubt, it is considered the greatest film ever made in Bollywood.
राधा के दाम न लगाओ लाला, वो मरते दम तक भी इज्जत का सौदा नहीं करेगी।
Well, we hope you people enjoy this countdown. We know many other great films are not included in this list, so we urge you to make your own list and tell us in comment section. Subscribe the Film Gossips and hit bell icon to stay updated with new arrivals.